Hey guys, this is Jay and this is my final project for Computer Graphics 2. And here I'm going to give you an overview of the whole project running. Everything's like the same except I added another graph on the right part of the cave. Here you can see it. There I have a scatter plot where x-axis which is for the mass and y-axis is for the radius and different glyphs for planets with different discovery methods. When you hover the wand on the one of the glyphs on the graph, there will be a detailed information popping out. The location of this information is dependent on the current position of this glyph inside the whole graph. By clicking one button on the wand, you can also bring the whole stellar system into the cave, and there will also be a highlight on the wall on one of the small multiples. The selection of the current system in the wall can be done through either the graph or the small multiples, depending on which one the users prefer to. Once the system has been brought into the wall, the small multiple on the wall corresponding to that stellar system will be highlighted, which can be seen as a red border around the small multiple. At the same time, all the planet system inside the graph will be highlighted, by which I use a different set of icon for the glyphs there to show this highlight. One feature I have is you can bring up the menu system and choose the current effective property that we use for both axes. Right now we can see that I was changing the x-axis from mass to eccentricity and to mass again, and you can see the graph was updated accordingly to whatever attribute I choose for each axis. We can also do the same thing for the y-axis. And I'm going to change the y-axis from radius to mass just to prove that I have it working. There you go. To make better use of the graph, I also give it a zooming and panning functionality using the wand inside the graph. By pointing the wand to the graph, you can use the left and right button to zoom the x-axis and the up and down button for the y-axis too. And we can also use the joystick to pan within the graph. And now I'm just going back to the original setting. And I want to show the last thing, which is the switching of the control between the cave and graph. By pointing the wand to any place other than the graph in this application, you have the original navigation interaction, which is like up and down, and forward and backward. However, by pointing the wand to any part within the graph we have, the control automatically switches to the graph zooming and panning setup instead of the navigation. This is a very easy way for the user to switch between those two control setups.